Shirley here, and I haven't been recording in a while. This is not because I ran away, but because I'm planning a new, I wouldn't say strategy, but a new experience to deliver to you. And in my life mission, I'm dealing with manifestation, with the yes space, with where we want to be. And a part of what I'm growing and learning, where I want to be, is where I'm working with nature. And I've talked about lunar cycles and the moon and manifestation in the past. Today I want to tell you that I'm adjusting my activity on this channel and on Instagram and on Facebook just according to that lunar cycle. I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to do that. First, I want to explain to you why am I going to do that. I believe not only in speaking with the mind. One of the reasons that I took a break from the academy is because we deal with the mind and we learn with the mind even when we learn about the body. And that's not a philosophy and a methodology that I believe in, so I try to create something new, something alternative, and see what works best for me. So one of the experiences that I want you to have as a learning experience is to genuinely work with the lunar cycles. And my way to do that is knowing that when you're following me, I'm going to be very active naturally and intuitively from the new moon, or a couple of days after the new moon, for about 2 weeks until the full moon, and then my activity is going to decrease and maybe not even be there for 2 weeks until the next new moon. Now what that does, first, I'm at my best because that's new moon, new beginning, it's growing. And second, the new moon is a window for manifestation. While the full moon is when we reap what we sow. This is when we harvest what we planted. Now, for every month, the new moon is on a different sign. Especially this new moon is on Gemini, and Gemini deals a lot with media, with communications, with what we do here. So I'm going to talk a bit about the sign of every moon whenever I upload in the new moon. And I'm going to give you content especially from new moon until full moon. Now you can Google cycles of the moon, and you can Google lunar calendar whenever you want to just know when the moon is. I might post it in here, but it's important for me that as my followers and as my audience, you will follow the cycle of the moon. And you will be more active. Naturally, you're going to be more active. Depends on your personal transits, but you will have the tendency to be more active and to plant more seeds around this time. So in this time, I'm going to give you more and more tips for manifestations, sometimes very often, depends on my activity, and a lot of material that you can digest and learn and practice in real time. While from the full moon to the new moon, I'm going to leave you guys a bit alone, and you're going to experience a lot of integration of the knowledge. You're going to embody it in, and you're going to understand what you have absorbed, and you need that break. So I'm not just talking about manifestation, I'm acting manifestation. And if you want to follow me, no, it's not going to be like every other YouTuber that uploads once a week, once in 2 days, once in that. I started like that and I thought, oh wait, that's just not my way. But you're going to follow the full moon, follow the new moon, and follow my channel according to that. Those who are subscribed are going to get notifications, of course, and it's going to show up on your feed. But even without this showing up on your feed, I want you to follow this cycle, and I want you to use and practice and watch my videos on the right cycle. It's probably going to be easier for you intuitively, but even if not, get used to that. And I want you to incorporate that in your lifestyle. Start working according to the moon. from the new moon till the full moon. Around the new moon is the best timing to do manifestations, to practice your rituals, to begin new life habits. And you're going to reap what you saw in the full moon. You're going to reap something. You're going to reap it every day, but you're going to get into a full conclusion of something in the full moon. And later, it's when you're going to have a slowdown, a meltdown. Sometimes you won't be able to follow your rituals so well. Sometimes you won't be having the power to take inspired action. And this is okay. This is when you just rest. And this is something not a lot of people talk about in manifestation community, because we talk about alignment, we talk about inspired action, we talked about manifestation, receiving, what stage is it in. Nobody talks about the rest. Rest. Take a rest, because manifestation is practice like any practice, and sometimes you need a rest. If you take the rest with nature, you're going to come up and bloom again. So for those of you who are in menstruation or having your monthly cycles, women or people who are having, of all genders, who are having a monthly cycle period, that would be from your 4th day of bleeding, basically of the mens through ovulation. Is also a cycle for you. But to get this to everybody, no matter what gender you are, man, woman, trans, everything, there are a gazillion of genders, whomever you are, the moon cycles are going to work for you. This is why I'm going to work with the moon cycles. Of course, I may have, stuff around ovulation. I'm right now, even though it's just the full moon is going to be tonight, and it usually takes 1-2 days when it's better to plant the seed. But I'm in my ovulation time, so it's already good for me to be more active. You can see it, basically, you can see my face when I'm recording, not in the full moon, not in my best cycle, and you can see my face when I'm not doing that. So I'm going to try more around this time, and I'm going to work with lunar cycles, and you're going to follow me with lunar cycles, and I want you to experience the experience that it feels like to work with nature and manifest with nature. Now, in my premium content, I have free premium content. I will elaborate further on the cycles of the moon, on perhaps the signs, if there is interest for me to talk about this, on why does it work this way and what can you expect. So I suggest you to ask me lots and lots and lots of questions here in the comment section, and message me on Instagram or on Facebook or in the group, and let me know what is that you want to know most. I will publish that. Now, if you want to join my mailing list, I'm running from my personal email. Okay, so I'm not using any server, you're just going to get regular mails from me. And if you want to join my mailing list, then you just write to me a message on Instagram or on Facebook with your email and write joining the mailing list or write premium content. And this is how you get my premium content that I'm just going to post for my subscribers. The reason I'm doing that is not because of marketing so much, but because there are stuff that are for the general crowd, and there are stuff that are really elaborated, and I don't want to, tire you up with all the big elaborated stuff. I want the big elaborated stuff to be for those who are genuinely interested to know more, because I uploaded a lot of videos so far. So if you're interested to know more about this, also if you're interested to know more about the yes methods and exactly why it works and how it works and what are the neurological aspects of it and what are spiritual and body-mind aspects of it, then in more than a tiny bit, then ask for, join my mailing list, ask me questions there. If you are in my mailing list, then I'm going to, of course, take your questions seriously, because I know you're going to actually watch the videos and I'm going to record that for you. The premium list does not cost anything, at least not in this stage. So all you have to do is message me with your email and write join the mailing list. I'm running it from my personal email, so don't expect any elaborated commercial stuff, because that's not what it's about. It's genuinely about finding the people who actually want to learn more and have deeper conversations around this topic that are beyond this channel. So this is what it's going to be from now on. I hope you enjoyed this video and the explanation. Ask me more questions if you had about the topic in the comments. Follow me on Instagram if you like more tips of inspiration and sort of like tiny bits of captures of inspiration and manifestation. And on my Facebook group if you really want to have like a deeper discussion. And join my mailing list if you're genuinely interested in me digging up the whole thing and talking for, I don't know, half an hour and more about whatever I talk about here, because there's so much more to it. So have an amazing day, week. In 2 days from now, start doing your manifestation practices. Go over my videos again, go on the videos that I'll probably upload here, and I want you to begin to experience the real manifestation, top performing manifestation skills, and improve your lives and live the best life you can live. See you in the next video.